Hey, what's up, everyone? I just thought of something recently, so just wanted to talk about it because it was something that was brought up on topic and conversations as I grew up. Uh, Mostly, a lot of people my generation came across this conversation at least 4 times, So I just wanted to talk about it because I kind of, from my point of view, I feel like I can give a good point of view for those that are worried about it and want to look out for themselves. We're going to be talking about video game addiction, though, in that video. Um, I grew up with it, that's for sure. I grew up with it. And most likely because video games were always around as I grew up. There was times where I was so young, like, I don't know, probably at the age of even 1 to 2. My sister would be playing the Super Nintendo, playing Super Mario Bros. That was her game. And I still believe to this day that's her game because every time I see her play that game, she beats that game with, better and better each time, I feel like. Because before she used to just beat the game. Now, she can beat the game with 1 second remaining. I seen her do that with the Nintendo Wii Mario game. When you had to guess, like, out of the 3 paths, which way to get the Bowser. Well, she kept taking the wrong ones. And then she had 1 second left. And then her last guess, we all told her, like, you have to take the right path this time or you're dead from the time. And then so she ran up the top path and found him. It was wild. With 1 second left, like, she ran. And the thing was, is like, you have to, like, try run under Bowser to get past him or something. And she was able, and while he's shooting fireballs and jumping up and down, and she was able to do this. As soon as she saw Bowser, she just kept running. And then as he jumped on his first jump, and you could imagine Bowser's reaction to this, like, crap, I shouldn't have jumped. And then she ran right under him, hit this bridge switch, and killed him. And it just said 001 at the top with 1 second remaining. It was crazy. But you see, she did kind of face video game addiction, but not as bad as my generation did, really. And the generation after us is facing it. Like, the games that she got addicted to was The Sims. So, with the Sims games, it's really not that fun to begin with unless you're into it like she was. And so, but I've seen, like, when people are into it, yeah, they'll collect every game. But they won't sit there and spend, most of their time on the game. They'll only spend their free time on the game. Like, I guess people that play The Sims and like The Sims are actually smart when it comes to keeping their timing on games. Me, not such a big fan of The Sims, The only thing I like to do as Sims is, like, run experiments, play God, and lock people in rooms and pools and stuff and see what happens next, I was basically Saw on The Sims. And today I got better, though. I'm better today. I'm not as crazy as when I play The Sims today. Today when I play The Sims, I try to make a character that lives as long as possible and overpopulates a town, if you know what that means. I don't know what else you do in The Sims. What, you get a job, you practice one thing to try to become max at it, level 10. And then, but what do you do after that? It's like, I figured you just make a family, and then I got bored with the first family, moved on to the next family, and then I realized, oh, you don't have to have families. You can get babies, and, I even have to live in the same plot, so, yeah. At least I'm not killing people in The Sims anymore, I guess. I don't know. But I do have a video game addiction myself. Well, I used to. And today I don't really have it as much. Like I say, the reason why I want to talk about this topic is because the way like it was always brought up when I was growing up, more like around my teen years. It was always like, oh, people, like it felt like a lot of people wanted to say, not a lot of people, but more of the older generation, they were wanting to say that video games lead to, mass shootings and stuff like that. Now, what I figured out just now, playing listening some music and chilling, um, no, I think there's two types of video game addictions. The type I had was, I mean, they're both bad because it's unhealthy to have a video game addiction. We know that now because of what happens in those Asian computer gaming places. How sometimes, some people with a bad addiction problem to begin with, like I brought that up a while ago actually, that I have, like if people have that and when they get addicted to the computer, there's a chance that, they might sit there a little bit too long and get REM, rapid eye movement, because of being too awake for too long, too many days, and not having enough good nutritions. So, yeah, the way I was addicted to games, it could have been dangerous. The thing is I think because I guess I was in a good enough environment where it's like I kept healthy. And plus, the thing is, like, I would let my game addiction, I would let it only affect me during, like, certain months throughout the year. Mostly, I guess mostly on the weekends, I'm trying to remember, my bad. Trying to remember because I believe the summers, like, I barely played video games. The summers, I was always outside. But during the school days, I would, like, every weekend or every week holiday, I'd be gaming it up as much as I could. Like, legit. I would get home from school on Friday, and it was my favorite day because I got home from school, hopped on the Xbox, started talking with my cousins, and we started getting with zombies. And we were so good at zombies because we were all game addicts. That we would take the game and like get the level 49 because you can't get the level 50. You get the level 50 on the Call of Duty World at War zombies, what we were playing on. It would crash the game. And so what we would do was like we get the level 49 or try to get the level 49, and we'd get always close to it, like level 40 or something. I think one time we actually got there, but only one time. And the thing is, once we got there, we killed a crawler, and we had the crawler. And my cousin's like, all right, I gotta go to the bathroom. Be sure to take a picture of this, so we can remember this. And then that's what we did. We took a picture, and we're waiting for him to come back from the bathroom. And then, so I'm talking with my other cousin, like, so when we kill this crawler, the game's gonna crash, right? Because that's level 50. He's like, maybe they'll let us see level 50 and go farther. Or maybe, like, he said maybe our other cousin has a plan. Because I think that's what it was, like, he had a trick where you can skip level 50 and just start spamming through the, like, up to level 1000, but zombies will be coming in non-stop. And the rounds just never stop. So he was about to do that. But my young brain self thought it would be funny to kill a I thought, I don't know why, but I thought it was all set up already. Even today, I don't really know hacks that well, or cheats. I'm not really the best with that. But I killed the crawler. And next thing I know, the game just shuts down. I'm like, oops. And then we're still in the party chat though. And then my other cousin's like, oh my god, you did not just do that. And then I'm like, yep, I did. And then I hear my cousin get back from the bathroom. Who the heck killed the last crawler? But getting to that, my bad, I got off topic there. It was just a funny moment. But getting to those high levels, like past level 35, it would take a good 5 hours, honestly. Even after wave 20, it's like each wave becomes a good 5 to 10 minutes long. And so it just keeps on adding more and more. And yeah, I'd get home from school, start playing a game of zombies. Then I'd start to get hungry and look outside, and I realize it's really dark outside. I go to get some food because we saved the crawler or something. And I looked at the time and it's like midnight. So from like 3 p.m. all the way to midnight, I'd be gaming. That's how bad my game addiction was. And I wouldn't even realize it either. It'd be like time would fly because I'm having a good time. Another thing to keep in mind is that I was playing Call of Duty games. I was playing zombie shooting games. And the games I played and spent my most time on was shooter games. But the thing was, I never felt like, there's never a time where I thought, okay, I'm sick of this, I'm gonna go shoot up a place. There was never a time that I thought like that. And I was that addicted to games. Those kind of games as well. You know? And the thing, that's crazy because like the crazier the game, the more I want to play it. But I never like think, okay, I can act like it's GTA in real life, basically. I'd never think that. Although I like the game GTA, I don't think it'd be a good idea if we lived like GTA. Be mayhem. But that's the thing. I kept hearing as I was growing up, like this and that about video game addiction and how it can lead to shooter situations. And so I was out here listening to some music, some System of the Down, and I thought about it. I'm like, well, most video game addictions that the one I just described that I had, you know, where I spent most of my time on the video game throughout the day, I think that's bad because it's unhealthy, you know, because I was able like to look at the screen and, sorry, I thought there was a mouse coming at me, and like not realize that I'm getting hungrier, or not realizing that how much time I'm wasting, or how much time's going by as I'm sitting there. But I think there's another type of video game addiction which is even worse, and that kind of can lead to, well, possibly, I don't know, because if I dealt with it and I still don't have those feelings, I don't know. Maybe there is no video game addiction that could lead to a shooter. I think a shooter is probably just born a shooter in a way, or like raised a shooter. You know, they have to be brainwashed, is what I'm thinking. I don't think video games have that kind of stronghold on the people, I guess. See, today, one of my most favorite games to play, I didn't mean that right, but one of my most favorite games to play is Left 4 Dead. I love the Left 4 Dead game. But the problem with that, for me now, is, you see, last time when I made that game series, the Left 4 Dead Championship series here on the channel, and I spent like, I would play the game daily for you all for like 2 months straight. When I did that, I messed up my training. I really did. I messed up, like, well, not really messed up, but for that time, I felt scared, like I couldn't dream normally anymore, because every time I was about to go to sleep, I'd shut my eyes, and the thing I would see is Left 4 Dead zombies coming at me, like legit, like it felt like I was in the game every time I shut my eyes when I was that really tired. And I think of that like maybe that's another video game addiction problem that video game players should look out for, and that's because like, well, it messes with your dreams. You don't want it. You want to dream what you want to dream. You don't want to be dreaming of. You're not gonna be dreaming zombies, but you'll be dreaming of like a Picasso painting. It's not gonna make that much sense because that's just how those stupid patterns go. But yeah, so like every time I shut my eyes, hundreds of zombies surrounded me. Like I was in like a little mosh pit and they had it open like I was about to break dance or something. But nope, they'd start charging me and I'd have only one choice: to fight through them. Fight through them or just get covered by them, and then I wouldn't be able to think because every time I went to go think about something, I'd take about a couple of steps in my thoughts and all of a sudden, boom, the zombies would be back and they'd surround me again and do the same thing unless if I fought through them. So, yeah, when it comes to like, if the video game is making you actually see the game when you shut your eyes to go to sleep, that might be nice for some people, but I would suggest like you should give that game a break, switch to a different game, and that way you get your dreams back to what you want to be dreaming in that thing. There's a fly. Well, the fly's in the no-fly zone. Still is. I missed. The thing with flies, you move slowly at them. Man, this fly is hyped up on something. I can't trick this one. First one I can't trick in a while. But yeah, you move slowly at the flies because in a fly's reaction, when you're moving fast, it looks like normal speed. But if you're moving slow, it looks like it's going super speed and it doesn't know what to do really. But the video game addiction, that's right. Yeah, that's like the thing. I don't know if some people actually enjoy that or not. And if they enjoy that, that's cool and all. But you might want to get back to your regular dreaming because I don't know what the outcome is if you let that kind of dreaming even take hold. But now I want to lead to the final thing I want to talk about, which is how to help video game addicts. And the thing is, other people cannot help video game addicts. Even if you're a video game addict yourself, you can't help another video game addict. Hell, you should help yourself. That's the thing. People have to help themselves with this situation. That's the only way they're gonna beat this problem, is if they realize what the problem is, if there is a problem. Some people play games safely, and maybe not everyone, but still some, and that's pretty good help. Yeah, they don't play too long, and like they don't play long enough for certain games where they start to vision them almost when they're about to go to sleep, But still, there's still a lot of video game players out there that try to push themselves to the limit. And some people even, use video gaming as a recording. And that's why, there's actually a lot of video game players online that make their videos, And the thing is, they're not a video game player to begin with, they're just getting into it. And with that in mind, they're not playing the game to have fun, but they're playing the game for you all to entertain with. And when it comes to that, I suggest you really need to take a break from games, and you gotta think, try to find something you like to do. You can use anything to entertain people with, that's the truth. But, yeah. To me, honestly, I don't think video games, or even video game addiction, leads to shooter problems. I think, like I said earlier in the video, it has to be raised that way, or, yeah, honestly, I think that's the only way. Like, if they were raised in a bad life, really bad one. But, yeah, I just want to talk about that because, I don't know, well, in the past, every time when people brought it up, I always like shrugged my shoulders and I was like, I don't think so. But I really didn't have I didn't give my opinion why I didn't think so. I just said I don't think so because I don't want to shoot you. So yeah, that's why I wanted to talk about that in this video. Like, that's my opinion on it. Anyways, I hope you all enjoyed that. Peace out. Stay awesome, people. One last thing. The reason why I quit my video game addiction was actually for you all, and I swear on my own life that that's the reason. Because when I got into video creating, I realized that I'm playing video games too long. Like, I don't have enough time to be writing or video creating. So I'm gonna take a break on playing games. And then I end up selling my Xbox because it was so hard to do to take a break from playing games. And that right there done it. And I was able to focus on what I'd like to do a lot more. But yeah, that's the reason why I quit my video game addiction. Today I don't have it as much. Today I only could play like 3 to 4 hours straight. That's at most. And then I have to be like, you know what? I can't play. Honestly, probably even 2 hours only, like straight. And I have to be like, you know what? I need a break. I need to go do something else for a bit. And yeah. So now I know my limit of gaming because my mind made a limit for me since I quit the video game addiction. Before, there was no limit, but now there is. So that's pretty cool for you all too. That's even more awesome. Just want to let you know before you all go. Stay awesome, people.